2 police officers were shot and killed today in Des Moines, Iowa, bringing the number of cops killed in ambushes this year to 16, up from 6 at this point last year.
We absolutely did not think that it was going to happen here. It's always something that's in our back of our mind. We try to be as vigilant as we possibly can as we go about our business.
Violence against police has inspired an online movement called Blue Lives Matter that defines itself not only as standing up for law enforcement, but as facing down Black Lives Matter activists and what they stand for. Jay Caspian Kang went to meet one of the movement's leaders.
Testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 2, 1. Okay. Hello, I'm Randy Sutton, a retired police lieutenant. This year has been deadly for our police. 100%.
Randy L. Sutton is the national spokesman for Blue Lives Matter, a title and a job that he seems to have given himself.
Welcome to the Police Story segment.
Most of Sutton's day is spent in front of the camera or behind a microphone, and he's well trained in media. He was featured on the TV show Cops for 12 episodes between 1990 and 1997. What effect do you think the show Cops had on America's perception of police officers?
I think the show Cops did a great service to law enforcement and to the country, because by seeing the realities, I think it helped create some understanding. I'm trying to get the police perspective out there so that people understand what the police perspective is. Always have a weapon, 24/7. In the event of an emergency, a terrorist attack, I keep chemical spray, like pepper spray, handcuffs, 2 extra mags, and then my old service pistol, which is my .45 Glock. What I call my war bag, which is basically...
Sutton lives alone in Las Vegas with 4 cats. He claims to fund all of his work for Blue Lives Matter out of his pension. He retired from the force after a series of strokes took him off street duty. Today, when he's not doing media, he spends his time in bull sessions with other retired cops.
It's not just compliance, it's poor training, it's poor execution. The officers that rolled up on the kid with the gun in the park, they closed in too close.
You're talking about the one near Cleveland, right?
It's a right shooting. It's a right shooting.
And that child should have not been shot by those officers. They created that situation, and I consider that a bad shoot.
Sutton and his friends think that the vast majority of cop shootings are caused by bad training, not by racism. But not all of Sutton's old colleagues agree with him about Black Lives Matter.
Heaven.
Which was pretty obvious when we met his friend Dirk. Before we started filming, you were telling me about something that you and Randy disagreed with, which was whether or not Black Lives Matter was a terrorist organization.
Yeah, I'll probably get ripped for this one. My personal belief is that the average person who believes in Black Lives Matter is just the average citizen who believes that there are certain instances of police brutality in this country. And I don't see how anybody can dispute that.
Are you shitting me?
Okay, tell me, what have you seen?
Many people in Black Lives Matter are spouting the ideology of kill the police. Then you have people that interpret that like the killer in Dallas, like the killer in Baton Rouge.
Neither of which was part of Black Lives Matter, by the way.
That doesn't matter. They absorbed that ideology and it perverted them to the point where they were able to, in their own minds, martyr themselves to kill the police.
And how can you say it's a terrorist organization when the average person that's in Black Lives Matter doesn't even believe that?
You don't know what the average person believes.
I know the ones that I've talked to, the ideology of the average person who's in Black Lives Matter is not killing cops. It's stopping police brutality.
But the ideology of those that are marching and screaming, fry them like bacon, when do we want them, what do we want?
That's a minority in the groups that are doing the march.
Well, does everybody in ISIS believe that they should kill the infidel?
Yes, ISIS members are killing their own people.
Okay.
They kill anybody. If you're gonna say that there's a small group of people that are using Black Lives Matter to ferment killing cops, then you're painting the whole organization with that brush, which means you can't get pissed off when people see a dirty cop do something and they're not painting all cops.
Yes, I can.
It's the same principle.
As part of his media blitz, Sutton tapes a podcast where he reads off the names of police officers who have been killed and shares stories from the beat. Today, he decided to read a passage from his own book, A Cop's Life.
Without even thinking about what I was doing, I drove close to the corner and slowed to a stop, flicking on the overhead light bar of my unit to stop the traffic behind me. "May I walk you across the street?" I asked. She nodded shyly and reached out her hand. "My mommy always said that a policeman would help me," she whispered. In that moment, as I stepped off the curb, I remembered why I had become a cop.